Right. That is sanitized. That is not sanitized. I don't even have that. No, that's not, no. Wasn't, no. Okay, I do have enough masks, yes. No, I will not cover that with a mask. Okay. Oh, hey, Heart fans, how you doing? I'm so glad you guys are here. Don't forget to like and subscribe and sanitize. That's right. Okay, it's almost over. All right, guys. Hey, we're so excited that you're here. Don't forget, I do commissions as well. If you want me to do a drawing for you, click the link down below and I will do a drawing just for you. All right. Welcome to the segment of my show I call Toona, T-O-O-N-A. It means entertainment, not fish. Right, Mr. Cameraman?
Not yet, it doesn't.
Wow, that sounds very ominous. Almost like a James Bond villain. Could there be a fish invasion? I don't even know. All right, well anyway, on Toona we talk about entertainment, we talk about everything involved with doing fun storytelling for the masses. That's right, cartoons, movies, TV shows, whatever we're gonna do, talk about, it's gonna be a lot of fun. And I normally talk to animators and things like that, but today I'm talking to a very successful YouTuber. That's right. He is called the Gaming Terroriser, and I actually did a drawing of this guy on a video that I just recently posted called YouTubers as Danny Phantom Ghost. That's right. Very fun video. And I drew this gentleman as a ghost called the Controller, which was really, really fun. Had a great time doing that video. He was very kind enough to let me draw him in the video. So I thought it'd be awesome to talk to him. And I know you guys probably know who he is. He's all about video games, all about doing video game stuff. I mean, when I was a kid, there were some video games and they were cool, but now there's so many video games, I can't even keep track of all of them, but this guy knows all of them. So let's get going with our interview with the Gaming Terroriser. I got Brian, the Gaming Terroriser on. How you doing, man?
Hello. Thank you for having me. This is an honor.
Well,
if my 10-year-old self could see me now. All right.
Well, I'll tell you, gosh, when you were 10, I was like 80, so that's amazing. Dude, so now you grew up in Ireland, right?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
And they had Fairly Oddparents over there.
Oh yes, we did. Nickelodeon was huge. I remember before. I can't remember what it was. I think it was called TCC before Nickelodeon, the cartoon channel. I think it was called. Mm-hmm. And we had Fox Kids and different. And then Nickelodeon just came on the scene. And then like Ireland, we always get things a little bit late. Like technology is always like a few years behind for us. And then when Nickelodeon came in, it just revolutionized everything for kids growing up. So yeah, Fairly Oddparents was definitely one of my big shows that I watched.
Oh,
so
cool.
see, having this conversation now is just so surreal. Like my career, like meeting people, I'm like, how on earth am I talking to this person right
Isn't
now?
that what? No, I'm honored that you even watched the show. Thank you. Did you have a favorite character on the show when you were getting?
It was what was his name with the teeth? What was his name? Chip. Yeah, Chip. It is probably the most iconic thing that came out of it was My Shiny Teeth and Me. Yeah, that song, even when I was like, I don't know, in college at the age of like 20 or 19, I'd find myself just like out of nowhere, like that song, like it sticks with you. And that's very rare for a show. Like growing up, I've watched, countless cartoons on Nickelodeon, but like, very few of them leave something that kind of is instilled into the back of your membrane, something that sticks with you. That one definitely was one of you. Yeah, Chip was definitely, that episode in particular was like, it's hard to forget. Really.
Well, that was all part of my evil plan to make sure that the song stuck in your head. And
yeah, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
It worked.
Very cool. Well, let's talk about you. I mean, first of all, it's really nice to meet you. We've never met face to face, and
No.
Now we're all quarantined. We really can't meet face.
Yes.
Perhaps that will get lifted soon. Maybe we can do a collab sometime. That'd be really fun.
Oh, that would be incredible. Yeah.
That'd be so cool. So how did you get started? How did you know that doing video games on YouTube would be a successful thing, or did you know at all?
How did I know it would be successful? I think that's why I'm quite happy about how my career panned out. Was I didn't know it was going to be successful. I didn't really set out for it to be like what it's turned out to be. I think that's what's made me feel so much more grateful and appreciative of what it's become, because it just like I just did it as like a little bet with one of my friends that I was living with in university. He was watching these guys on the internet playing video games. And I remember looking at his laptop because like I said, in Ireland, technology was always a little bit behind. I didn't have broadband internet until I was 18 when I went to college. I moved from the countryside into the city. And that's where the world of the internet and video games as a whole really opened up, and it hit me. And I was like, wow, this is incredible. This is a whole new world. And so I saw these guys on the internet playing video games and making a living out of it. And I said to my friend, I could do that. I could do that for a living. That seems like the most easiest thing.
That's what I would have said if I had internet and video games like that when I was your age.
Yeah. So it was just because like I've always had an interest in video, doing like, you know, voices, comedy, just being a bit weird in general, which like is just, I was always that kind of weird person. I was into sports, but I was also like the weird sporty person. So everything just kind of clicked. It ticked all the boxes of my interests, and I just did it as like a little side hobby gig. It wasn't anything that I thought this is going to be my future. This is it. Well, he made like a bet saying, you know, you never look, if you ever make it, I'll eat my hat. And it was always just a little jokey kind of bet. So I put money aside and I bought a new TV, an Xbox 360. I had the capture card device, which is called a Hapag HD PVR. That's like the oldest school capture card I can think of.
That's like a dinosaur.
Really like a big brick that had like 20 different like RGB, like old school cables. Before the HDMI was born, there was all these other cables. And just looking back, that's everything that I bought. And I just did it on the side. And then it just kept growing and growing and materializing into something bigger. And then next thing you know, it's like I have my own company with it, and it's just grown to a point where I'm like, how on earth did this happen? Like,
it's amazing.
But I'm delighted that I was working in Subway and all these other horrible jobs, just keep my head above water. And
Subway's sponsoring this video, by the way, just so you know.
No. So, so I had all these little jobs, and I was just about trying to keep my head above water, pay the rent, pay the bills. YouTube was definitely not, you know, the financial revenue stream that people might think it was. You know, it takes a lot of hard work and time before it becomes a substantial amount that it's actually, you know, you can actually allocate it to being your main income.
And
so
you can actually pay people on a staff and give them pay assistance.
Yeah. So now I have editors and, you know, artists as well doing work. So it grows and grows and grows, and then you have to treat it like a business, but never allow it to, like, it's funny when you're saying like, did you ever think it was going to be successful or something like that? I'm glad I never did think it was, because when it did, then I learned to gain such an appreciation for this career that if you just went in there thinking it has to be successful, it has to be, then you lose the joy and the fun that career is offering. You get such a unique opportunity to spend your one life doing something so unique and cool that can have such an impact on a lot of people, that you don't want to lose that appreciation for what it really is. If you focus too much on the money aspect and the you know, the success aspect or whatever.
Because everybody starts with no money. Everybody starts at zero, and we have to start somewhere. And you're going to have to find money to make things happen. You want to buy a prop, you need to have someone help you. It takes some money to find the money first, but then the money will start coming in, hopefully. And YouTube doesn't pay a ton right up front. You need to get lots and lots of views to have the money start.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's I think it's very interesting that people have I think that, you know, your brain just kind of paints a picture of what you think, how the system works or how the wheel spins. And it's not normally that way. It requires a lot of, you know, dedication to it. I had no social life. I lost a lot of connections with a lot of friends because I had to allocate a lot of my time, especially working in Ireland with a lot of American people that I work with. So I had to be up late in the day, like up until early hours in the morning, in order to be working with my friends that are in Los Angeles or the West Coast.
Because
I'm back in Ireland.
That's called sacrifice and dedication. That's how successful people.
So so that's if there's one message I'd paint to people that, you know, think, you know, when it comes to doing a career, there is a lot of sacrifice. You always hear it and you think, you don't really think it's a real thing or something like that. But then once you go through the system and you come out the other side, you're like, wow, I had to lose a lot in order to achieve what I wanted to achieve. So that's one big thing about this career. But I'm very fortunate. I'm very delighted to do it, and I wouldn't change a thing. Very happy.
Well, that's great. And what's amazing is are you in your 20s still? Obviously, how old are you?
29. I'm clinging on.
29.
Clinging on. Both hands.
And if you hold on tight enough, it won't even change. I promise you.
No.
Hey man, so let me ask you this: how many videos do you do a week? Do you do one a day? Do you do
ideally it's six videos a week.
How long and ranging and how length of time?
The videos would range from 10 to 20 minutes, depending on how the session or the recording session really goes. if you could do like some sessions that can facilitate 2 videos, then that's great. That's 2 days of the calendar or 2 days of the week or schedule filled up. But sometimes it also depends on how the session or it goes, that it might need just one big video. So it's along the way, you have to start making decisions of how you want it to go. You don't want to do just like a lot of people know that on YouTube, 10-minute videos are kind of the way to go, because then you're able to put mid-rolls, and that's the financial aspect of looking at how YouTube works. You don't want to just purposely just want to make one video 10 minutes and then another video 10 minutes just to,
Oh, exactly.
You know what I mean? So sometimes you have to make the right decision with videos. So we try to keep it to 6 videos a week to also offer, a day off. We need people.
You can double up on a day. If you want to go on vacation, you got to like do like 7 videos in a day.
Oh yeah, you gotta go into your bunker and then sweat out like 3 weeks worth of videos and then get that all done. So I don't think I've had a vacation in. Look, my girlfriend's converted me. I'm saying vacation now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not saying holiday. Holiday back home in Ireland. Everyone in Ireland. Everyone back home in Ireland watching this is like, you sacrilegious. How could you say that?
Man, you wanted to be here. You're here.
So yeah. So I haven't gone on a vacation in a long time, which is just it comes with the territory. Like I said, sacrifices have to be made. But hopefully this year, once everything gets a bit better. I don't think for now. I think we're going to be staying put for a little while. Then hopefully, we can find time.
How many years have you been on YouTube?
9 years. 9 years.
9 years.
I think I was 19, 20. It was 2011. Yeah, it was the June. It was the summer of 2011. I remember that. That's when I opened up the channel. That's when I started.
Yeah, I never even considered doing a channel. Then my daughter said, Dad, you got to do a YouTube channel. I'm like, I don't have time. I said, I just don't have time to do it. So she would just kind of film me at my desk and I would talk with really horrible lighting. I'm so embarrassed.
Yeah.
And then people actually started watching and I'm like, well, I guess we can kind of keep doing this. And I started realizing, like you, to really do this right, we have to do this and this. And, it does take a lot. It takes a lot of, because doing cartoons for a big studio is one thing. Then setting up a camera on your own and getting your own crew together is a whole different thing.
Yeah. I was very, when I woke up recently and my Twitter timeline was like saying, look who drew you. And then I found the video and I was like, oh my God, that was the greatest surprise. That was the greatest wake up ever.
Cool. I'm honored. I'm really glad.
That was incredible. I don't think a lot of people understood how much that meant to me, because like growing up watching like Nickelodeon and watching your cartoon was like a huge part of my day. And then it's just like, I love kind of, growing up, seeing one thing and living just life. And then with this new career has made things happen that I never would have fathomed possible. And then waking up and seeing you draw me, I was like, that is the most fantastic, awesome surprise to wake up to. That was really cool. So yeah, the controller, that's the greatest character.
It was the Danny. It was YouTubers as Danny.
Yeah. So then I just went on a little rabbit hole, fell down and just watching more of your stuff. And I was like, wow, it's like, why are not more people kind of doing this? I feel there's some fantastic animators and, stuff, drawers out there that I don't maybe take YouTube as maybe serious. I think it could be because going through one system before that you've done before. And then YouTube is like this new young thing that's coming that's grown.
People my age didn't grow up with this, so it's always having to rediscover it and fall into a realm you're not really used to. Whereas you guys all grew up with this, and so it's more natural to you. And I think also there's not a lot of cartoon creators that make. I don't think they ever film themselves doing anything. They draw and hand it off to somebody, but don't make videos of it. So the ones who do, I think it's fantastic. There's so many talented people out there that should. Okay, did you want to play some? I have trivia questions for you.
Oh no!
Now I have. Do you want to play? Do you want to play Fairly Oddparents trivia or Danny Phantom trivia?
No, God. I have not watched anything in the longest time. I do Fairly Oddparents because the unfortunate thing with Danny Phantom was when Danny Phantom came out, that was around the age when I started pushing out to I didn't watch as much Nick back then. Like
Yeah,
Fairly
you were
Odd
older.
Parents.
You were getting older.
I was getting older, and Danny Phantom came out afterwards, and then I do Fairly Odd Parents, but like, oh my, I'm just gonna have to do Fairly Odd Parents.
Okay, let me see.
God, I hate this because I watched this so much, and now it's just gone a blank. Like my friend with
Now
other
is the
cartoons,
time
he
for-
remembers them. Some people just they're so good at remembering shows. All right, okay.
All right, here we go. Now, I'm going to give. I might give you a handicap because you were in Ireland, so maybe you weren't as up on it.
Oh no! Why didn't you guys warn me of this before?
No, I'm sorry. No, this is the fun part. Here we go. Let's see if we can do this. Okay. What is the name of Cosmo's lucky nickel? What's the name of his nickel?
I just want to say Abe.
Oh, well, incorrect, but good try. His name is Philip. Remember Cosmo go, Philip the nickel? You probably don't remember that. But anyway.
My God, no.
You're on fire. You're doing fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, here's another one. Why did the alien Mark Chang flee to Earth? Do you remember that? Mark was like the green alien dude, man, and he talked like a surfer. Yeah.
Oh my God. This is a
I think
disaster.
This is the same reason you fled from Ireland.
This is the problem because then you show me the episode back and I'm like, oh yeah, I do remember. But now this is like my younger me is yelling at me in the back of my brain.
No, it's okay. You have every excuse in the world. It says he fled Earth at the same reason you fled Ireland to avoid an arranged marriage. Probably the same thing. The same reason, right?
We get to the Dinkelberg question, please.
Okay, there you go. I'll ask you that. Who is Dad's arch enemy?
Do I have to remember his first name? I even said it in a video recent. Dinkelberg.
There it is. Perfect. You got that one. Here's another one. Oh, here's one. I don't know if you know this one. Not many people know this one. What character do I voice in the Fairly Odd Parents? I do a voice for one of the characters. Do you know which character I voice? He kind of looks like me too. He kind of looks like me. Actually, I wish I looked that good, but you know.
Can I get a lineup of Fairly Odd Parents characters? One sec. Let me do this. Fairly Odd Parents characters. Let me see if I can get like there's a bunch of pictures of different characters.
Look for the doctor.
For the
Fairly Odd Parents doctor.
My God.
We're allowing Terroriser to use internet technology.
You were him? No, there you are. No, there I see. You were the fairy doctor.
Dr. Rip Studwell.
I'm thinking of the dentist. All right.
Oh, the dentist talks.
The dentist.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gilbert Gottfried. Yeah,
that was it was Gilbert.
It was Dr. Bender.
You had Gilbert Gottfried do that?
That was Gilbert Gottfried. Yeah, and he also
God.
He had a son named Wendell.
I thought it was a sound alike.
No, he had a son named Wendell Bender. We had Gilbert do Wendell and Dr. Bender.
Oh my Lord.
How about two more questions? I'll let you off the hook, okay?
Okay.
All right, here's another one.
God, my Lord, it has been so long. It's like a different lifetime when I watched all these.
Here's one. Dimsdale had an animal mascot named Chompy. Dimsdale, the city.
Beaver.
Were your guesses a beaver?
Yeah.
Incorrect. Very close. It was a goat. That's right. Remember the mayor was like, Chompy's gone. All right, one last one. Here we go. And by the way, you're a great sport. Thank you for doing this.
This is embarrassing. There's people who are watching this who know all the answers.
No, I know.
God, Lord.
All right. Okay, here we go. Here's the last one. Last question. And you do okay, you can do this. Who enforces the rules? Who's the enforcer of the rules? Who's the fairy that's the toughest fairy?
Who's the toughest fairy? Wanda?
No, he talks like this.
Oh my God. It's not okay. It's not.
You do the impression of him. You do that.
You actually have Arnold Schwarzenegger was in.
Yes,
like
he was
Terminator, the governor, or
the governor? Yes, it was
the governor. Come on.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
Well, dude,
I need to see all these.
Brian, you did great.
Okay.
You did great for a guy who.
Jorgen von Strangle.
Jorgen, yes, go. What is wrong with you?
My God, I remember now. This is horrible because it's all coming back. Jorgen.
Well, it's not your fault. I threw it at you. It's a total surprise.
Oh my Lord. Right, go on before. Let's end this misery.
Yeah, no, we're done with that. Hey, I just want to ask a couple more things. Well, first of all, your Alan Rickman impression I thought was very, very.
Oh my Lord.
Alan, I saw that and I'm like, I do an Alan. I want to have a dueling Alan Rickman.
Oh my Lord. That's been so. I just. Okay. All right.
Do your Alan Rickman from Die Hard, and I'll do Alan Rickman from Harry Potter. Okay, you do Die Hard. I'll do Harry Potter.
Do you know what? Can I get there's a certain quote that I want besides, now I have a machine gun. He always does that. The smile.
He goes. Yeah.
Mr. Dick Daggy. It's always educated. Was it graduated from Harvard in 1972? It's the way he says too. Sure. So I'll give it that. That's my best. Like there was Snape.
Here's mine.
Okay, go.
This is from Harry Potter. Now,
okay,
give me Snape in Harry Potter, right?
Yes. Yeah.
He just goes. It's 2 words. I want to say 2 words. He goes, Mr. Potter. That's all he says. Mr.
Potter.
Yeah, say Mr. Potter because Miss. All right, we're done. You win that one for sure. You did good at the trivia, but you killed me on.
I'm so angry at you guys. You didn't warn me about it. I would have went down a rabbit hole of just refreshing my memory.
I got a question for you. What would you advise people that are doing YouTube right now? What was the biggest piece of advice you could give anybody who wants to be as successful as you?
So there's want to be successful. There is no secret formula to YouTube. Like really what you're trying to convey to the world is yourself. Don't try and, portray something that you're not, because I feel a lot of people then have to put on this false persona and are kind of stuck with it. And then, really that's not really who you want the world to see you as. Just be yourself, enjoy it is the main thing. But when it comes to the whole kind of, how does it work? Just upload video, just make video, be productive, just constantly uploading things. Don't expect to be the next big thing within a week. People have such lack of patience. It doesn't happen. Rome wasn't built in a day. There's a reason why it's a saying. It's because it's very true. So you just need to be spending about a year or two honing your craft, finding out who you are, what you want to show the world. And then naturally people will start to watch. If you have 2 people watching you, when I started off doing YouTube, I had about an audience of 10 people. And my goal was, I sat down and said, right, you see these 10 people that are coming back constantly to watch my videos. I want those 10 people to really enjoy my videos. And if I get at least 5 of them to tell their friends about me, then next thing you know, I'm going to have whatever the math is, 15 more people or 20 people. It naturally keeps growing. And then it starts, you're building a small, tiny, think of it like a little snowball on top of a mountain. And the more you work, the more you push it, it starts to grow and grow. And then it starts getting faster. And then it becomes something. You're trying to get the snowball from the top of the mountain to the bottom. And it takes time. It's not going to happen as fast as a lot of people falsely convince themselves how it's going to work. And if it doesn't happen in the time span or time frame that they want it to be, then they give up. And they don't realize, had they just kept pushing on a little bit more, their break or their opportunity could have, opened itself to them had they just stuck it out for another few months. And then that's what happened to me. I just kept going. I was getting minimal views, but it didn't matter to me. If I got 1 like, that meant the world to me. 1 person liked my video. I was like, wow, someone in the world saw this and they actually liked it. That's great.
Thanks,
and then
Mom.
kept going. So,
Thank you,
yeah,
Mom.
thanks, Mom. Appreciate that. So that's really what I advise people is, enjoy it, do it for the right reasons, be yourself. Don't try to be something that you're not. If you see other people, don't try to be another person. You want the world to know you. I guess in YouTube, we do dial ourselves up to 11, but it's still you. So that's all. That's my big spiel about YouTube. Just enjoy it, have fun, do it for the right reasons, and just be yourself.
Very cool, man. Hey, you got the drawing. When I did the drawing of you as a ghost, did you get the file I sent you?
Yes,
Okay,
I have it. I just need to find. I need to find the right place to get it printed and framed. We're doing all the interior stuff here, so I want to get the right framing done on it.
Well, I'm going to do a drawing for you right now. After we end the interview, I always end the segment by drawing something. So I got something special I'm going to draw for you too. So hopefully you'll enjoy it.
Okay. Does it include muscles?
Oh, we'll put some more muscles in, I promise.
All right. Thank you so much. It's been an honor. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
The time today. I really appreciate it. We'll have you on again sometime, okay?
Thank you so much.
All right, nice to meet you.
Pleasure. Bye-bye, guys.
Man, awesome interview with Brian the Terroriser. That doesn't sound good. The gaming Terroriser. I think it's Brian the guy. Brian, what a great guy. Brian, thank you so much for being on the show. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys got a lot out of that. I really learned a lot about being a YouTuber, which I am as well, and just getting some insight from him is really, really cool. Plus the video game stuff is really fun too. And just seeing how people can make themselves successful doing what they love. And you guys can do the exact same thing too. All right, let's draw something special for the Terroriser now, or Brian, I should say. Let's draw Brian's avatar from his channel, The Gaming Terroriser, right now. All right, let's do a drawing for Mr. Game Terroriser and see what we can come up with. I know he's got a great avatar image of himself that he uses. In fact, I used it when I drew him fighting Danny Phantom as a ghost in my YouTubers as Danny Phantom ghost video. It's sort of this, his face with like a cyborg eye. So we're gonna do that right now for the Gaming Terrorizers. Here we go. I'm going to kind of just, again, we always use basic shapes when we draw, but we're going to kind of imagine, it's kind of a square shape that he's got. And so let's see, it's kind of his head's kind of a square shape. And let's see, so that'll be like his chin. He's got one normal eye. And then his eyebrow comes down like about that. And then he's got a nose somewhat like this. And then he's got this sort of a cyborg eye that comes off the side of his head. Like that. And we will create his ear. And let's see. All right, so I'm shading in this part of his eye, sort of creating a machinery look. It's a very cartoony machinery look. And I know that he likes to sort of have this sort of a yelling mouth kind of a deal. It's a very, if you look at it, it's a very appealing character. I love the way this character's drawn, and if he's doing his own thumbnails, I don't know if he's an artist, if he does them himself or has someone do them for him, but they're really cool and I really like it. And then his hair is kind of swept back. And of course, we'll kind of keep that as his face right there. That'll be the Gaming Terrorizer's face. And now he said he wanted some muscles, right? You heard him say that? So let's give him some muscles, like the Arnold Schwarzenegger sort of a thing. And my name is Hans and Franz, and we want to pump you up. And that was from Saturday Night Live in the 80s, long time ago. Okay, so let's see, we got like his, now to draw muscles on a character, just sort of keep your hand, keep things loose, draw a center line like that. And for the chest, it's just some lines like this, sort of like come on. You can already see the muscles coming into play here. The shoulders are very round, the big muscular guys have round shoulders, And then, I apologize to all the Arnold impressionists out there, by the way. Of course, I'm doing Jorgen from the Fairly Oddparents. And so we'll just kind of keep it going over here. And this is the Gaming Terroriser right here. I know he wears kind of a black shirt. And so we'll kind of, I'll give him some straps. Tough guys with muscles always seem to have straps. They always have this kind of looks like future Timmy from the Fairly Oddparents too. So anyway, here's the Gaming Terroriser. We'll add some bolts and pieces of machinery onto his eye here to give it some more legit kind of a mechanical look. So there you go, Gaming Terrorizer's avatar, Butch Hartman style. And I will sign it over here. Just the success he's made himself. He said it all starts by you just being yourself and you wanting to do something. And he sort of took it as a challenge from his friends to, oh yeah, I bet I can do this. You watch, I'll do this. And then slowly but surely it becomes a business. And not only do you have to be someone who wants to play video games or whatever it is you're into, your hobby, number one, filming your hobby, but then turning your channel into a business and learning business, I guess you would say acumen, learning how to, manage money. how to get employees, how to pay people, managing video after video. When do we go up? What schedule do we have? You heard him say he shoots 6 videos a week. That's huge. You might not think it sounds huge, but it is. To make 6 videos a week with what you think is hopefully interesting content that people will watch, and to schedule it all, edit it all, get music on all of it, all that stuff, it's a very big deal. We know about that here at this channel too. We don't do that many as he does, but we're on our way to be doing a lot more. But still, man, it really is a challenge still, but it's a lot of fun. And that's the main thing. If you can do what you love every single day, it's not work. So my hope for you is that you get to do what you love every single day, okay? All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Toona. Who else should I have on the show? Let me know down in the comments. Did you like the gaming Terroriser? Pretty cool guy, really glad he came. And I wanna do more stuff that you guys wanna see. I wanna interview more people that you want me to interview, so let me know down in the comments, okay? All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. And don't forget, art and games and the gaming Terroriser gives you power. Use it wisely. Hey Heart fans, subscribe here to keep up with me, Danny, Timmy, Dudley, Bunsen, and the NOOG Network, my new app full of cartoons, shows, and games. Download it here. Click over here to watch my most recent video, and here to start a playlist related to this video. Whoa, check out that awesome fan art. To be featured here, use hashtag HeartFanArt and tag me. I'm on every social media platform known to man. Cartoon Butch out. Pencil drop.